What is up, everybody? I can't believe it. We're actually going into the next event. All these cancellations, I nearly gave up on the World Surf League, but I give them credit. They pulled a rabbit out of their hat, actually, they pulled the whole Australian leg out of their ass. Am I thrilled to lose some of the other locations, bells? No, not at all. I think it's not a great year, but guess what? We have events, and I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. And today we're going to pick the Rip Curl Newcastle Cup. Let's talk a little bit about Newcastle. I've actually got the surf report right here, and I surfed here. Here's old surf dad, like surf story legends. I actually surfed here about 20 years ago in Australia, and I dawn patrolled Merriweather, this exact spot. And no kidding, like it was dark and I'm paddling out and I could see somebody already out just swooping these long right-hand turns, just big sprays coming off. And it was none other than Mark Richards, the Gull. I was freaking out, man. It was like a highlight, man. I love the guy. 4-time world champion. What's not to love? I couldn't tell if he was riding a twin fin or not. And I paddled out. We got a few waves together. And I said, hey, how's it going? He's like, hey, going, mate? He just like I was a regular dude. And we surfed for a while. And that was it. So there's my surf story going into Merriweather. And, you know, I think of this place as a beach break. And when I make the picks that I'm about to make, I'm considering that this is a bad example, but let's say that the World Tour is going to go to Huntington Beach right now. And Huntington can have epic days in the fall, which is basically what we're looking at for Australia. It's their fall. Are they going to get great waves? The forecast says they will for the first couple days, and then it drops off and there's another swell behind it. And before I keep talking about it, let's go ahead and look at where is the forecast. Let's look at regional forecast. And so here's what we're looking at. It's unfortunate that the event starts when April 1st, and unfortunately Wednesday it's going to be 6 to 8 feet and good. That's too bad. Anyway, Thursday, April 1st, the event will be on, and it'll be in pretty good conditions. Shoulder high to 2 feet overhead. Fair to good most of the day. And then we go into the week, and it gets a lot smaller. And then it looks like at the end of the waiting period, if I saw this correctly, it's not looking good. I thought I saw another swell, maybe this Saturday. Damn. So the waves don't look great for this event, you guys. So keep that in mind as we make these picks. All right? By the way, I'm going to look at this for the first time. Like, I have not, have I done research? Of course. I have a big appetite for surf content, and I'm all over Stab. I'm a Stab premium member, as you should be. I listen to, well, just this alone should qualify me as an expert. I listen to the Swellians, and I hope you do too. I'll put a link down in the description to all this stuff. Some of the content I use, and I just follow the tour and what's going on. So anyway, let's go on to the Rip Curl World Cup. And what I want to do first, I'm going to go through the seeding rounds. And I'll put timestamps. If you're not into this, I'll put a timestamp to where I actually make the picks. But the first thing I'm going to do, I think it's important to do two things. The first one is to look at what the surf's going to be like, and we just did that. The second one is going to be to look at the seeding round. And based on this, I'll make my choices in the overall round. So let's go ahead and look at it. Heat number one. I'm going to just kind of fly through these, go with some instinct. As much as I like Connor Coffin, I always pick against David Silva, and I pay for it. But I'm going to go with Kainoa, and I'm writing these down. like on a piece of paper, like so old school. I think Kainoa for that heat number one, especially in those variable conditions. Connor's tough not to choose there. But I'm going to go to heat number two. Now, this is a difficult heat. Morgan Sabilik, he's gotten a lot of hype. I've seen his videos. I think he's okay. I'm so tempted to pick Jadson Andre, though, because he's hungry. And I can't tell if Felipe Toledo, who I saw at Pipeline, was overweight or he just put on muscle mass. But he's like me, man. I went in COVID and in quarantine and like gained a couple pounds. So it's something we have to take care of, me and you, Felipe. But can you still surf? Because this is perfect conditions for you, this beach break type of stuff. I want to take Jadson there. I'll say Jadson wins through the first round. I know you gotta make some strange choices. God, this heat number 3 is the toughest heat in the whole thing. John, Yagadora, and Mickey Wright. I'm gonna say that God, Yagadora is perfect. The waves at the beginning of the contest are going to be good, so I'm going to take John in that. Jordy Smith, Federico Moraes, Matt Banting. I don't love Matt Banting surfing. I'm going to say it straight out. But the reason I'm going to pick him in this is because he's on a tear. He lives nearby Port Macquarie, not that close, but a few hours away. So he's surfed this wave a lot. He's competed here and done well. We're going with Matt Banting in heat number 4. Heat number 5, sorry Crosby, sorry Matthew. Gabriel Medina is going to win that one. Heat 6, wow. I'm a big fan of Jack Robinson's. I've made that super clear. I have no idea who Jackson Baker is. I have no idea who this guy is. I don't know how he got into the contest. He must have done well in the QS. I think he's a local guy from Merriweather. But obviously I can't pick him. Good luck to you, Jackson. I'm taking Elo. Elo is on fire. His passion for this game is so strong. It's hard not to pick him. Jeremy Flores, Ace Buchan, Connor O'Leary. It's like two old guys. And Connor O'Leary's not that young, but he's definitely younger than these other two. Ace, man, good on you. Are you 30, mid-30s? I don't know. So it's really between... God, Ace has surfed here a lot. God, this is a tough Aussie heat. I'm taking Connor O'Leary. 8. Heat 8. Owen Wright. Pedersen Cristianto. Alex Ribeiro. I'm going to go with Owen. Julian Wilson. Wade Carmichael. Ethan Ewing. Wow. I keep seeing Ethan Ewing ripping. Absolutely ripping in Hawaii. Wade Carmichael is my favorite back-footed spray power surfer. I'm going with Julian. Number 10, Ryan Callanan, Griffin Colapinta, Leonardo. I want to pick you, Griffin. Leonardo, you beat Mickey Wright. I respect you for that, but we got to go with a local kid, Ryan Callanan. Heat 11, Jack Freestone, Michelle Perez, Miguel Pupo. Going with Michelle. I don't know why I keep picking the Spartan, but I do. I don't know. I just think he's good in all surf. I think he's going to do well. Miguel Pupo, I don't know. That's a coin flip. Kaioi Bella, Adriano, Susie. Susie, I can't pick you. Seth Moniz, I want to pick you, but Kaioi Bella is better than anyone gives him credit for. So there you go. There you have it. Those are my picks for the first round. Now, I do that, the picks in the seeding round, to set me up for my actual event picks, thinking that these guys will win, or if not win, they'll make it through the elimination round. So let's go ahead and move on. The other thing I want to say any of you guys that are betting over there in Australia at the TAB, man, don't you degenerates use my picks for two reasons. One is I'm probably wrong. I don't want to have that pressure. But the second reason is because you shouldn't be gambling with your money. Invest it in, get yourself a Vanguard account and invest your money. All right, so enough old surf dad sort of advice. Look, now we went from 4 days, less than 4 days. We're at 3 days until this contest starts. Pretty exciting. Can't wait for it. And I do believe it's going to go straight away. By the way, I want to do this. Look, you guys, I'm going to start doing these live. And the way that this is going to work so that I can get your comments in sort of in a chat on YouTube. And you guys can say, hey, you're full of shit on that pick. Pick Connor. Pick, like right here. Pick Jack Robinson. What are you thinking? Jackson is this guy. I want you guys to participate in this. So I'm going to start doing this live. But what I would like you to do is if you're into it, subscribe to my channel and I'll start doing this live. And also follow me on Twitter. It's Old Surf Dad. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll let you know when I go live. So we can do this live. It'd be a lot more fun. All right, so next, we're going to go straight into it, and we're going to make our actual picks. So let's go to Fantasy, go to My Team. Now, look, I just did a video where I was showing, and by the way, link to that video in the description. It gives you guys some fundamental, it's sort of a World Surf League Fantasy 101. And it especially answers a question like, why can't I make my picks? A lot of times it seems like you can't make your selections, and there's reasons that I describe in that video. Anyway, check that out in the description below. But while I was making that video, I made these picks to talk about the difference between power surfers. And I would assume if you're watching this, you probably know. But let's go ahead and pretend like I hadn't picked Taylor Wright. I'm not necessarily going to pick Taylor Wright. I'll tell you why. Sally Fitzgibbons has won here. I think she's won here twice. I don't know how Carissa's going to do, but I'm such a fan. But I want to win. After saying all that, I'm leaving Tyler Wright and going to make her my power surfer. All right, Carolyn Marks. Let's see who's in Tier B. Carolyn Marks showed up late because of a false positive. I don't know if you guys know this. She was tested positive for COVID, and then they ended up saying, no, you don't have it, because they tested her 3 more times and she was negative. So she came in late, but only a couple days. So I think she's going to be on fire. And this, I mean, she's from Florida. She's just like your old surf dad. She's a Florida, she grew up in surfing Florida shit. So she's going to be able to do well in all kinds of conditions. I'm going to pick her. I like that pick. Let's see who else I get from. So that leaves me with Tati. God, Steph. Oh, how do I not pick Steph? Sage Erickson. Everyone's writing off Courtney Conlog. That's a big mistake. Nikki Van Dyke. Oh, my God. I love Malia Emanuel surfing more than anybody's. Sage, I want to pick Sage right here. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to pick Courtney Conlog. I'm also going to rethink this. Everyone's going to pick Tyler Wright. Everyone's going to pick Tyler Wright. How about if I zig where everybody zags? I can't take Sally. I'm taking Carissa. All right, let's look at C. Brisa Hennessy, Bronte McCauley. Bronte McCauley would be my pick, except for the fact that I think the waves are going to be small, and I don't know how well she's going to do in the smaller waves, whereas I think Brisa Hennessy is going to do better. Taking Brisa. All righty. Now let's get to the men's. Kelly is out, as we know. He's not going to surf in Australia. That's too bad. Tier A, I'm taking Italo. And I'm going to take... Oh, wait, by the way, I didn't look at the heat matchups for the women's. Shit, I think I need to go back and do that. Anyway, I've got Italo. I mean, you got to take Italo and John. I'm probably going to take Italo as my power surfer. Because big waves or small waves, he's going to do well. All right, now I've got how many picks? 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 in Tier B. So let's start at the bottom. Yago, Seth, Griffin. I'm going to go Kaio. I'm going to go Yago. I'm going to go, who else? God, I just think a lot of these guys, Ryan Callanan, for sure. What am I thinking? Let me make sure I got this. And did I pick Michelle Perez? I did not. I'll take Michelle Perez. All right, there you go. I like this team. Okay, so Tier C, I get 2 picks. These are the guys. I'm going to take Matt Banting for sure. I think he's a sleeper in this. I picked Connor O'Leary to come out of that one, and I took Owen Wright. I'm going to take Connor O'Leary. That's crazy talk. I'm taking 2 Aussies. There it is. There's my picks. Now, for the bonus section, I'm going to go and see how badly I screwed up. Oh, by the way, you don't have to hit save or anything. This is saved. So I can go to the next event, go back, boom, I'm saved. All right, so once I watch this first round, as you guys know, we can come back and reselect a lot of these choices, which I may do. So I want to go back to the events. I want to go to Men's Championship Tour, actually Women's Championship Tour. Okay, what I didn't do was pick these. Let's look at the women. This might make me reselect. So Sally, I think Nikki Van Dyke is going to beat her, so I'm glad I didn't pick her. Lakey Peterson, Taylor Wright, Keely Andrew. Wow. That's a heat right there. I'm not taking Tyler Wright. I think Lakey's going to win that heat, actually. Carissa Moore, Sage Erickson, Felipe Anderson. I don't even know who you are, Felipe Anderson. I think Sage could do really well in this event. But I'm glad I took Carissa. Steph, Joanne DeFay, Bronte McCauley. Whew. Any of them could take this heat out. I like Joanne DeFay, but Steph, I'm going to go with Steph. Steph still got it. Now, Caroline Marks. I've got 3 of my picks in this heat. I've got to change Brisa Hennessy and maybe Courtney Conlog because they're going to have to do serve backs in elimination round. Then there's Tatiana Malia. I think Tati's too strong. She's surfing so much better than she used to. I don't know what she's done. I've talked about this. She's way better. All right, so that changes things for my fantasy. So I've got to go back. By the way, my league, let's go back to this. My league is over the falls. If any of you want to get involved, jump in, I mostly just want to beat my buddy Anderson 44 right here. The big dog is in. Hey, big dog, what up? So if you want to join in, please do. All right? Okay, so my team, let's go back to the women. So I took Carissa Moore. I like that. Now, the problem here is Caroline and Courtney are in the same heat. And I think shoot. You know what? I'm leaving it. I think that whoever loses is going to make it through the back round. I'm going to leave that. And then Brisa is in that heat as well. Can I pick somebody? You know what? I might take. I want. You know what? I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it like it is. I'm not going to go back. But I did pick who's going to win that first round, and then we can go back and reselect. All right. So there you have it. That is the Newcastle Rip Curl Cup presented by Corona. I can't wait to watch this contest. I can't wait to watch World Surf League again. Again, if you like this, like it. If you want to subscribe, I'm going to do these live. I'll give you updates of when this is going to happen. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody, and good luck in your fantasy.